commissaires, obviously the team managers, mechanics, to the cuppa cycling, and to young Sarah, who I mentioned yesterday. She's running the timing piston, so what you're seeing up on the board, the immediate results. She's also done some absolutely fantastic baking. The major supporter of this weekend's event is Landmark Homes. Big thank you to Landmark Home Quite. And Jack at Landmark Homes also has a bit of history with Cycling New Zealand, having worked as one of the development coaches over the past 3 years. So perhaps it's only a matter of time before he found his way back into the cycling community. So please, if you are thinking of building, please approach one of our major sponsors, Landmark Homes. The other sponsors, of course, are Trillium Trust. They're supporting this event. Big thank you once again to Harroway's Oats. They supply the sachets over the weekend here for the riders to pick up. And a big mix of thanks to Fresh Choice Leamington. You see quite a bit of food down here. There were lunches yesterday. Thank you to them also. Thank you also to Velvet Bike and with their support in providing us with some spot prizes during the 2 days. And a big thank you to Cycling New Zealand, Steve, Georgia, for all their hard work, or tireless work, shall I say, in making sure this event happens. And also to those presenters and those workshops. So we've had nutrition workshops, recovery workshops, tactics workshops, all sorts of different things. The start list, we have 2 heats of the restricted women's Kieran. And in one will be Hannah Payne, Annabelle Judd, Lucas Boys, Cassidy Finn, Emma Cotter and Charlotte Shields. And heat 2, Pippa Peacock, Hazel Johnson, Emily Cameron, Amy Free, Chloe Olmer, Layla Crackman and Catalina Williams. So these races will happen quite quickly. We do need the men, of course. They're restricted for their heats.
2 of the National Track Series. Today in the simple terms is all about Kieran's and Madison's today. So we've got what they call restricted Kieran's, where no aero wheels are allowed, no discs, no 5-spokes. And then in a change this year, what they're calling open Kieran's, which is they're just doing one men's Kieran field. They're capping their gearing at 100 inches, which is a lot smaller than what the big Kieran riders would normally use to try and even things out and make it through. It's a beautiful day outside here in Cambridge. It was very fresh riding this morning. It's actually reasonably chilly in the velodrome today. It's much colder in here than yesterday. No doubt that'll warm up a little bit over the day, but feels a bit cool in here at the moment. So, schedule we're going to get women's restricted Kieran heats up shortly. There's 2 heats there. We'll tell you who's in those races a little bit close to time. Then we've got men's Kieran heats. We are running 5 of those, and I've been indicated it's winners through to the final. In second place we'll go to a B final, so they're literally just running a heat and a final is the format for the Kieran this year, so no semis really happening whatsoever. And then we've got some para individual pursuits. I haven't got the start list for those, but they will come back through a little bit later on. Hey, we've got different people helping volunteer today. So he's otherwise known as Skippy, Nick Smith's dad, so he's helping on one camera. And we've got another father and younger brother combination, Joe and Richie, who are helping out today. So big thanks to them. Damien, who normally runs lots of things, he is doing the motorbike today because the Cycling New Zealand staff that are heading away to the pre-camp and the Commonwealth Games are essentially flying out today. So they are all, I suppose, in Auckland, getting ready to go and do that. So Damien, conveniently, is a certified motorbike rider in here that needs your full motorbike licence plus having passed a course in here, and he is one of the few people around who can do that, who can do the Kieran today. So we thank him for jumping on the motorbike for us, as well as providing all the tech gear for the VeloX live stream. So we should be underway any minute. We've got the restricted women's Kieran fields down there. Hopefully they've got enough holders down there to get things underway. See Damien jump on the motorbike shortly. Just give that a quick warm up if he hasn't done that already, and then we should be underway. Hey, thank you to the sponsors who have helped put on this weekend. You know, them coming on board has helped with Cycling New Zealand's initiative to drop the entry fee on this from 100 or 120, whatever it used to be, right down to just $10. So it really makes it accessible. It means those who live further afield have only got travel and accommodation to consider. So I want to shout out and thank Landmark Homes Waikato for supporting round 1 this weekend. So Jack at Landmark Homes was Cycling New Zealand para coach for the last 3 years, and so he stepped back into the building game as manager there, so we really appreciate his support back into running this event. So we thank him. So if you're in the Waikato area and you ever thought about building a new home or lifestyle property, think about building a landmark rather than just a home, and contact the Landmark Homes team and they'll be happy to have a chat and see what they can do for you. Also, while we're seeing this field come up, so let's just try and do this first. So we've got a field of 7. So Lucy Boys is in lane 2. Hannah Payne is in lane 4. I think that's Emma Cotter if she's wearing the same pink top today as yesterday. She's in lane 6. So Cycling New Zealand development staff, Anna, James and Craig being a bundle of the holders out there for the women. Motorbike's underway now, coming around. They'll get the gun to jump in behind, pull away. So 81, Cassidy Compton, she takes the bike. It's behind her, Lucia Boys. She was going really well yesterday. think that might be Annabelle Judd in 3, but we'll just wait till she comes around and confirms. So you got that live shot coming straight off the motorbike. Damien's rigged up one of his cameras to the back of the bike. That is Annabelle Judd in 3. Then in the black top is Charlotte Shields in about 5. Behind her in pink, I think that's Emma Cotter, which will leave Casey Brake rounding out the field, being the 7th rider. I haven't been told what it is, but I'm assuming with just 2 heats and being told it's just a heat and a final, that top 3 will go through to the A final. So for those who aren't familiar with the Kieran, it is 3 laps behind the motorbike. We're just coming up to do that last lap right now. So we'll see the motorbike pull off and then there'll be 3 laps of racing. So for the restricted women gear, he potentially was about 45k an hour. So Hannah Payne pushed straight up round the outside. Emma Cotter's followed her through. So Hannah pushes up and over the top, which we get 2 laps to go. Emma Cotter and pink just sitting outside here. Rider to watch based on yesterday, Lucia Boys. Bit of a wheel contact. A couple of people have swung up. Lucia Boys jumps ahead when they get the bell. We'll get the commissaires' call on what they're going to do there later. Fortunately, one rider got some broken spokes there. Does the right thing and stops. So Lucia Boys, she will come around and take this. Hannah Payne will get second. Annabelle Judd. Was it Annabelle Judd? No, it wasn't. Cassidy Crompton, she'll pick up 3rd, but we'll let commissaires make a decision around what caused that rider to go into bits and pieces. Got the luxury of Russell Mudgeway joining me in commentary as well, so you get 2 voices today.
Yeah, hello Simon. It's good to be up at the upstairs now, down from the middle. We've got Johnny Mack there, emceeing in the middle today or this morning.
Yeah, you get to talk about the live racing as it happens rather than after it happens. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Slightly warmer in here than outside, I'll have to say.
Yeah, it is pretty stunning day again though outside. Those stunning frosts into such blue sky days don't look too bad out there. But yeah, I was wrapped up wearing everything. The ear warmers, the thick leg warmers, the overshoes, the woolen socks for my little 1 hour jaunt around the block before I came in here.
Yeah, don't blame you. I decided not to go for a ride. It was cold yesterday, so too cold for me today.
I didn't get out there yesterday, so I had to try and make the most of it. I'm just going to check something.
Up next is Heat 2, so Pippa Peacock will be on the line. Hazel Johnson, Emily Cameron, Amy Free, Chloe Ulmer, Layla Karakaman and Catalina Williams.
So we've got one of the Canterbury riders on the line, but I can't tell you who that is, and not sure whether we are short of a holder. Johnny Mack is going to double commentating and holding. We had all the big sprinter boys here yesterday who helped with holding. Some of them might be working, but if some of them, when they wake up, you're watching the live stream, boys, and you could come down and give us a hand as holders, we would not say no. I know there's other parents in the stand that possibly could be doing it as well, but hey, I know you guys will know what you're doing. Big thank you to Richard, one of the parents down in there, giving a hand.
And Damo there, our Velo X-Guru on the Derny motorbike.
So some riders I can pick up. I've got Chloe Ulmer is in 2, Emily Cameron is in 3. That makes Layla Crackman out there in 6. I'll pick up the 2 Canterbury riders and work out who's who as the bike comes through now to get the race underway. So number 90 is in 1, so that's Caitlin Williams taking the bike, and at the other end of the field, Amy Free from Canterbury is back in position 7. And so I think that might be Pippa Peacock on the TA kit, running in position 4.
So as the Derny motorbike comes around, picks up speed. Probably by the time he comes off the track on that third lap, maybe around 45k for these riders. Normally it's 50k for the men's and open riders.
Give us a shot of that back of the bike. Here we go. So coming straight off the back of the motorbike, you can see how they're concentrating. Getting a little bit of play and speed as it comes through. So I've got one more lap behind the motorbike, and then you're going to see them jump back out. So you can see riders already moving up from the back. So noted that was Amy Free. She's wanted to move off the back.
Be interesting.
Layla Crackman following her. Sorry, Russell.
I was just going to say, it'd be interesting to see who makes the first move here.
Who is that in the Counties Manukau kit? I have not picked up that number at all and talked about it.
I think that's Hazel Johnson.
Okay, well we know she can potentially go well. So Chloe's got a good finish. Oh yeah, it is Hazel Johnson too. So Chloe Ulmer holding the front from her cousin, Emily. Emily Cameron jumps over the top, attacks early. Got Hazel Johnson following her as they get the bell. Emily is fully committed. Remember, I think it's going to be the first 3 to go through. Then we've got the other rider from Te Aomuru. So Pippa Peacock, can she hold on to that 3rd spot? Canterbury rider coming up on her hip. It's going to push right to the line, but Pippa holds on. So that was 84. Amy Free just missing out on that top 3 spot. Here's the race replay for you, coming around that finish. So Emily holding that really nicely.
And what a ride by Emily coming out on that corner 3, and then Hazel jumping on and behind.
Okay, so that is the women's restricted. So they were on quite a restricted gear, I think, 94 or something. So whatever gear 94 inches, whatever gear the women are restricted on. For the endurance racing, and now we're going to go through to the men's, Kieran. And what they've done here, they can use their fast wheels if that's what they've got, but they're all restricted gear-wise to no more than 100 inches. So the big sprinters for Kieran probably are more normally running 100, 125. So this is, going to be much, much smaller. They've changed it. They've kept them at 100. So we're unfortunately short on a lot of the normal big sprinters, which is why they're trying to make it even, since there's not enough of them. So we had a number that are sick. Jackson Russell, that spins really well, that would normally go well in this. He's flown overseas today. Not sure whether he's just going on holiday, whether he's off to do some racing somewhere, but I know he couldn't race today due to flying away. And so after a big crash yesterday, I have not seen Kaio in the pit, so I'm not sure whether he is here today. So hence the decision, cap it at 100. It will level everything out. So this first heat, Liam Kavanagh is national champ in the Kieran, and won an exhibition race here recently with all the other big boys for Master Builders or something like that conference, or plumbing conference that was on the velodrome, where they were doing it Kieran style and having fun, sort of random place bets and bits and pieces like that. So normally Liam would just use this first heat to just want to go early, just ride off the front, stay out of trouble, make sure there was nothing dangerous that happened later on by maybe other riders who are not as used to doing this, or the speed difference. but it's going to be a little bit trickier on just the 100-inch gear to do that. He'll have to think, but that's partly what Cycling New Zealand's wanting to make him do. So this is the first time I've seen Liam sporting this new National Champ skin suit. Picked up some sponsorship from Skins and Evo, so I'm sure he's pleased to be rocking it, and he's being helped out by James, who's his coach, who does the development coaching these days.
And just on Liam Simon, so yesterday when he did the 200 metre qualifying, was that his personal best?
No.
10.0002?
No, he's actually done a 10.001.
Oh, so close. Just cannot quite get under
so
that
we're not
10.
sure what he needs to do. We joked he need to shave the eyebrows, but they're kind of hidden behind the visor, so that's not really going to cut it. We went shave the forearms, but they're hidden behind the sleeves, so that's not going to cut it. So no. He certainly would like to break that milestone. It will help. It will come. It will come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we got Lucas. We saw him go really well yesterday. A number of the longer races. So it's number 60 in blue. So Chase just in behind him. Saw him go well on the sprints yesterday as well. It's Ewan in the black skin suit just in behind him. Jonah Waters going well in the Madison and events. He is rider 5, and then in the white skin suit at the back, Liam Kavanagh. So they only changed the rules a year or two ago to allow the big senior sprinters to run the discs and bits and pieces to give them relevant stuff for competition going into events. NTS used to be all around just bring spoke wheels to keep the cost down and less things to have to travel here with. But we've got a bit of a combination here. We've got Ewan, who's power rider doing open sprint, and Liam on the discs. But again, everyone's restricted to 100-inch gear, and I know I've seen others come through and help. So Lucas decided he didn't want to be on the front. He will come back down to the back. As I said, this will be a bit of a shock for Liam, rolling 100-inch gear.
Well, will it what?
Much more than he would have used on the bike in a long time. They normally, when they talk around dinner plates, he's normally running 65-ish plus or minus, depending on exactly what he's want to be doing on the front. So yes, I know. But hey, it gets them thinking it's something different. You've got to go and move a bit earlier, but not move too much. So looking to go now as the bell comes through. Now it's only the winner that goes through to the finals, as I understand it. So little Lucas peddling his heart out, doing a great job, holding on to the national champ, sitting on the back. Good work by Lucas. We'll get you a replay on it. So you can see how Liam just powered up and through. Lucas made the smart move. Remember, he swung off, got onto Liam's wheel, was on the right wheel, was able to stay in that draft nicely through to the line.
Now move on to the next heat. Ruan Edwards, Matai Reid, Jack Madden.
I'll let you talk through the field there, Russell.
Yep, I'll talk through the field here for Heat 2. So it looks like Ruan Edwards, Matai Reid, Jack Madden, Noel Eden and Toby Lenartz will line up for the next Kieran for Heat 2. The other riders have just come off the track. As they come up, it does take a lot of people to run an event like this, all the volunteers, the commissaires, the timing people, obviously the MCs, live streaming. So thanks to all those people that make this happen, obviously the parents as well, the riders themselves.
And the commentators, Russell, it affects our training. This is my second weekend of commentating in a row and no proper bike riding.
Yeah, I was going to race today at the TA Club race, but in a way I'm pleased I'm not because it's so cold out there.
Well, Josh, interestingly, decided he would go and road race today rather than coming back in here again. So he is out there.
Yeah, nice. I think Josh prefers the road a little bit more, does he, to track? Or
yeah, you're right. Hasn't done a whole lot of track yet, so it's still a learning zone. I tell you what, this is going to be a good, interesting race. So there's several potentially here. So that might be Matai, I think it is down, who's drawn position 1 in the TL Modu kit. We know he went well yesterday in the sprints. Right out on the other side, in blue from Nelson, Noah, in the points race and stuff, he was showing he's got a really quick turn of speed.
Absolutely.
But position 4, Luan Edwards, power rider but really strong. He was doing the sprints yesterday. I might have biffed the sprint qualifying times, but no, he put down a reasonable time. And then, yep, must be Jack Madden, who's changed kit into the Southland kit. I think that's him in position 2.
Number 51.
Yep. So he also showed a good turn of speed in those endurance races yesterday. So this is where the Kierans at NTS bring together sprinters and endurance riders. And look, I haven't mentioned Toby in that group. I think he's a bit younger. You know, you can just see the extra size some of the other boys have on him. So good learning opportunity for him. But yeah, you will possibly see a bit more speed coming from these other boys. So this great camera shot, a little bit vibraty off the back of the bike, but you can see
Matai Reid there on the bike.
Yep. It's not super close to the bike. Like Jackson Russell, if his father's riding it and he's got such good confidence about what's going on, you'd see him almost touching as the bike picks up speed. But you're seeing Matai cunningly going, I'm just going to keep an eye over my shoulder. So once this first lap's happened, the riders can move up. They don't have to stay in their line position, and some will choose to do that. And we're seeing that maybe from Noah now. Just pulling out as they come round. Motorbike's going to come off. So Matai's keeping a good eye. Noah moving too early.
Yeah, Noah moving up still. They'll come around with 2 to go.
So I think those other boys have got a bigger gear on than Toby here, so he's still got maybe the smaller restricted gear that was there. So the other boys are able to accelerate. Right, here comes Luan coming around Matai. Said he was pretty strong. This is going to be a good Kieran. Remember, it's just the winner to go through as I understand things. So Luan's opened up a tidy gap. Matai and Jack are having a great race though. I thought Jack was going to come over on the back straight, but then Matai's been able to just hold, and he does hold just through to the line. So here you see them going into this last lap again. Luan from Canterbury, he just jumped away, too much power over the other boys, but Jack Madden and Matai fought a real good battle, but Jack probably just that extra metre or 2 to do on the outside. Here's a strange thing. So the way our entry list is, who's top of the entry has gone straight through. Does this favour...
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, interesting statistic. Does this favour Leighton Riley for the next round as he's top of the list?
It may do, because Leighton's been on form this weekend as well. By, you know, when you see him in the racing yesterday.
No, I don't think he did race yesterday.
Oh, didn't
he? No,
he?
he didn't race yesterday at all. But he is there in the Palmerston North white skin suit hopping on. Looking like he might have drawn position 1.
I'm thinking of another rider,
Riley. Or Liam O'Day maybe, who's normally in green. Okay. Who else have we got in this field? Sterling Crackman. Looks like he's in yellow down towards the end of the field. He went well yesterday. He goes well. The unknown rider, Quinn Zhang, he went really well yesterday. He is not someone I had seen before. He took his final sprint battle 2-3, so we're going to see how he goes. We've got Sean Clark who's come up, Eli Dibley. So it's his family who are helping out.
That's good to see, some families helping out when they can.
How's he going to go, team? How old's Eli? 15. Yeah, so Eli's up here, 15, so you've got to be under 17 age group to be able to ride NTS, and that's where they come in as a 15-year-old, you know, against Leighton Riley, quite a bit older, but it's just such a great learning opportunity, this NTS.
Yeah, absolutely, good experience, and then if he stays with the riders that are older than him, it gives you a buzz as well. And it makes you more keen to carry on and train. And
it'll be interesting to watch Leighton actually. he's another one who normally, I don't think he would have pedalled a 100-inch gear for a while. He normally likes to push a reasonably big gear when he sprints.
Yeah, interesting to see if they can spin easy, or they, as you say, they're just used to those big gears. Oh, no gun that time.
I'm not sure whether the gun didn't go or whether the commissaire just missed it.
Well, they had a couple issues yesterday where the gun didn't go.
It's getting harder and harder to get caps, apparently.
Oh, true.
Or decent caps. No, gun's not gone again. Second cap goes, thank goodness. So I wouldn't expect Leighton to pull off. I think he will possibly just try and hold this the whole way from the front and not really look for anyone to come round him.
So he'll be backing himself that he's strong enough to do that?
I think he will be. Look, he's possibly about 20 off the top of my head. He's certainly been on the track scene for a number of years. I'd expect Sterling Crackman on the back in yellow to be the big one with a whole lot of smart racing knowledge who will probably move up earlier. So they run short and Kieran. I haven't clicked about that. We're just doing 5-lap Kierans, I think, aren't we, rather than 6 is the NTS format. So slightly less time behind the motorbike.
I'll have a look and see. I think it is 6, but we'll just see on the next start. I haven't taken much notice on that.
I just thought then it didn't feel like we'd done 3 laps behind the bike. Because it was a while there years ago. I think they used to do 3 laps behind the bike in 2 racing, but
yes,
them right up to 55.
Yeah, that's right.
So Leighton keeping an eye out. Nothing happening yet. Sterling letting me down after saying he might move up early. He's been patient.
Oh.
Now you see him start to put a bit of pressure on as you see the line moving up. So it's Eli Dibley. So he makes the move. I'll check I have got the right person. He's got a gap.
Yeah, it is.
He's
Eli.
got a tidy
Good
gap.
move. Good move by Eli there.
Sterling got himself completely boxed, let me down. Couldn't get out, got plenty of speed, but it's all going to be too little too late. So Eli, he takes that comfortably. Leighton did stay on the front the whole way, but unfortunately wasn't able to push up and push forward. So, Quinn Zhang, the unheralded rider, well, for unheralded, I'm sure this is the first track time I've commentated on him, jumped through, he looked pretty quick, but Eli, the smart move, everyone watched him, everyone waited, he got the win. Wasn't top of the list anymore, it's broken, he was last on the list.
Yeah, and I think Leighton there, he didn't have the leg speed. So as you say, he's used to the bigger gears.
And yeah, it's got to be able to spin it. And look, power comes from sheer power and speed. So you need to be able to do both.
Yeah, absolutely. And being able to spin quickly, you can get get that jump on the rider as well. So next up in heat 4, so it is 6 laps, Simon, 6 on the board, so it's the normal Kieran length.
I'll blame myself for being too busy trying to get numbers and bits and pieces.
Absolutely. So on the track here we'll see Logan Dixon, Nicholas Smith, Remy Dalton. Remy had a good ride yesterday as well, he was riding very strong. Matt Corbett and Levi Mitchell.
Looks like Remy's drawn 1. As you say, yeah, he was looking the least fatigued of everyone. At the end of the racing yesterday, whereas some others, the wheels were really coming off.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we know if Remy rode the schools?
No, I don't.
Or the national roads as well
he was
last
on,
weekend?
He did do the North Island roads, but no, look, because I wasn't here, I can't confirm what he did for school track.
As I say that, some of the riders, they've ridden all week, they've done the nationals and they've ridden the schools track on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then comes along to the NTS, the riders do, so it's a big week.
Yeah, and as you say, it sucks it all out of them.
Remy, it feels, I hear his name all the time when I'm on the track, it feels like he's been around a long time.
Well, that's because he's got the older brother, so you're just used to saying Dalton, Dalton, Dalton.
Yes, is that Hunter, isn't it?
Yeah. So Remy leads us away. Levi Mitchell, wheel 2. That must give me Logan Dixon, I think, in wheel 3, which gives me Matt Corbett, wheel 4, and Nick Smith sporting the purple skin suit again.
Remy looks very comfortable there and behind the bike.
Right, so Nick's showing tactics. So as soon as you've done the first lap, you don't have to stay last. Nick has decided that he is going to move straight up and onto the hip right from the get-go. It's almost like he's looking for Remy's wheel. He knows who to mark from yesterday. So Remy did the endurance events. Nick, normally an endurance rider, did the sprint events yesterday. And Nick's been able to push his way in there and get on Remy's wheel. So Remy has a look, gets into his sprinter position, drops down. Just building that speed gradually. Remy Dalton still on the front, keeping an eye on his shoulder. Nick Smith not doing anything yet. Here we go, move from the back maybe, number 56. Is that Matt Corbett trying to come through? So Remy going, Nick trying to come through. So Logan Dixon trying to stay with them. Remy's out of the seat, still pushing through, still sprinting. Can Nick run him on the line here? It's going to come close, but Nick's going to probably run out of road. Remy from Nick, from Logan. That's how that one finished off. So good strength by Remy. Just got into his aero position, just gradually built that speed, saw him sprinting in that last lap out of the seat to come through and get the win.
And just before the second to last lap, I was watching Levi there. It looks like he was really keen to move forward, but then the pace picked up and he was spinning and spinning. And the boys were just a bit too strong for him to even pass the rider in front of him.
Oh, there you go. So saying first 2 go through to the second round and the balance to a repechage.
To a repechage, yeah.
Okay. So on that basis, the information I was supplied that there was only heat and final was false, so ignore that. So we've got 2 more heats to come.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so Riley Crampton, he is in 3. I'm not sure who is sporting the New South Wales skin suit. So Vilai looks like he is going to come up into 5. A couple of boys down there just getting things sorted. Quinn Stowe. So 5 and 6 are both sporting the county's Manukau skin suits. Oh, which one's Carter Payne? That should be easy enough to work. He's got the New South Wales skin suit on.
Oh, it is. He's looking a bit older now, so it's hard to recognise sometimes, I find.
It's the whole thing. They all change skin suit, understandably. Some wash it, some pull another one out of the bag to race today. So I've just got to work out Angus Dixon and Seth Campbell to make sure I get them around the right way. Well, there we go. Angus Dickinson is 1, making Seth Campbell rider 4. Gun works for us this time. Angus comes through to get the bike. So followed by Carter Payne. He's in that blue skin suit. Riley Crampton, boy from Christchurch, goes really well. He's in 3. Then we've got Seth Campbell. It looks like he's on a slightly smaller gear than some of these other boys, so maybe he didn't have the gearing to change. And then Vilai and Quinn round out the field in the Black Counties. So I had it wrong. Seth is in whatever that is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Vili is in 6.
Yes, and Vili's only been run just over a year too, I believe. So he's coming up and gaining more experience riding this weekend. There he comes up from the back, getting position in.
So seeing the riders look over their shoulder, seeing this move happen. So we're going to go 3 wide around the first corner as soon as the motorbike comes off. So Angus passed by Carter. He wants to control that shortest line. Vili's sitting there on the hip outside. Plenty of boys behind him. Riley's on his wheel at this stage. We're told first straight through to the final, others to the repechage. Speed's building now. Going to come around to get the bell this time. So Carter Payne comfortably controlling that inside line. Keep a look over, but Vili's powerful rider. Carter Payne though, super strong young man. Leighton Riley coming around the outside now, so at the moment that's your 1 and 2. Leighton Riley's done a good run at the line. He'll take the win. Carter for second, Vili third. Nice burst of speed there. Look at Riley coming around the outside. And knew what he's doing, overlap, dropped into the next draft, pop round again. So just keep that speed difference he had the whole way through. Smart ride.
Yep, saving himself just for the right time to pick up that speed.
So we've got Leo Henderson coming up in the Tiamoru skin suit. I think Ethan Pepper is in Counties Manukau. He's come up in the black scoot. Liam O'Day, sporting green. Oliver Keast, oh no. No, yeah, Oliver Keast is in the New Zealand kit. So I think there might be Rory Ford. Blue and white. Oh, Kingsley. He's got the fluoro helmet. He is in position 4 in the sort of black Palmerston North skin suit.
Be interesting to see how this one goes. Actually, Liam O'Day yesterday was riding a pretty good racing as well.
Yeah, he does look to have come into some good form. Oliver Keast, though, I think he will probably go pretty well here.
Yeah, true.
Leo Henderson, he's really, really quick. So if they've been able to get him on a 100-inch gear to be even with the other boys, he's young. We know he did, I think it was national record at school champs for the standing 250 for under 15 or whatever it was. And there's been some quick sprinters before him, so that's a pretty impressive ride by the young man. And he's going to have the advantage of having Oliver Keast in front of him, and I think Oliver will ride this pretty smartly. So I suspect we might see the back come to the front.
Come to the front, yeah.
There's my TRB bets for the day.
Well, Leo's moving up a bit earlier, so he's not going to stay behind. Behind Oliver. So Oliver moves up and behind Leo.
Unfortunately, we got one rider who's come down. He's got himself up and moving, which is good. We've got somebody going down to see him. Motorbike swings up, giving the riders indication of a little bit of room. So I said Leo Henderson was going to follow Oliver Keast. I was wrong. Leo Henderson's got himself up and into third wheel at this stage. Liam O'Day holding it on the front from Ethan Pepper. Liam hasn't fully committed, coming through 2 laps to go. Everyone's still happy where they are. That rider is up and walking away for those of you watching from home, so he looks okay. Meanwhile, down the back straight, Liam O'Day got out of the seat. He's lifted the impetus, hasn't got himself a gap yet though. Leo Henderson now, he's trying to open it up as we come over the start-finish line. He's got a good kick. Rory Ford coming around on him. Oliver Keese behind. This is a good Kieran. Leo Henderson, young man, showing the big boys how it's done. Go, young man. It's Leo Henderson holding the lead at this stage. Oliver Keese surging on the line. I'll give that to Liam. Look at this boy. So he's under 15. He's come round. He's surging on the front there, spinning away. The big boys with the disc coming around the outside. Final great surge by Oliver Keese, but I don't know who got that on the line.
No, I think it was Leo just, but
yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, his father will be stoked with that result. Unfortunate for that boy to come down. He's just going over to medical, walking across, so everything looks like it's okay there. Obviously, it was at the lower part of speed before things picked up, so hopefully it's just a bit of minor skin off. Commissaires will obviously look at their video of that and assess what, where, why, and how. Which always can affect the results. Yeah, they've confirmed it the way they see it. Prior to looking at that incident, Leo Henderson from Oliver Keese from Rory Ford. I should slow down, Russell?
No, you still do pretty well with the names and remembering the names, Simon. I struggle a little bit.
No, it always gets easier later in the day. The start of day 2 is always the challenge when they swap skin suits like a new disguise. Okay, open women. We've just got one heat here of the hitters. Lily Cameron, Minnie Collins, Hazel Gardner, Erin Green, Sarah Hartstone, Sophie Maxwell. So Sophie's really the only enduro coming to mix it with the sprinters. Lily Cameron was busy rowing over the summer. Young sprinter going really well. Minnie Collins, Hazel Gardner, off to Junior Worlds. We'll be wanting to see how their form's going, giving a good hit out.
Hazel Gardner, Erin Green, Sarah Hartstone, and Sophie Maxwell.
So, who is wearing what? Okay, so Erin Green, who wore the red Tasman skin suit yesterday, she's in some purpley hazy number thing. Sophie Maxwell sporting the laser kit, looks like she's drawn number 5. Sarah Hartstone, she is riding black today, she is drawn number 1. Hazel Gardner, she is in the red St. Peter's kit, she's drawn 2. Lily Cameron is wearing the Tiaumuru kit, she is in 3. Erin Green in 4. Minnie Collins, I think, is in the Aussie kit in 5.
So, Simon, what's your pick here? What bet should we put down at TAB?
Okay, so I'm going to throw a dark horse amongst them. Like we saw before, young Lily Cameron, I think potentially is going to be the dark horse in here. Then certainly, look, I think Hazel could go well. Erin could go well. No, she's got a bit older, a bit stronger than some of these young ladies. We know Sophie Maxwell is a super endurance rider with a good sprint on her. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch. It's a full field of disc wheels and 5 spokes this time. Sarah looking completely comfortable. Just dropping into that bike, maximising her draft. Yeah, while Lily's really strong, she has to juggle all the sports. I think yesterday she did sprint qualifying and then I think she was off to do hockey or work or whatever she was off to do. So we didn't see her for the rest of the day. So she's probably got the advantage being a little bit fresher. Didn't have the whole day sprint comp yesterday. So that's where my money is.
That's where your money is.
Going, Russell?
Yeah, I might have to agree with you there. Even Lily with burst of speed in that as well. It's when she wants to go, she does go.
Okay, well, we can't both be on here. Okay, so I'll put my money on Minnie Collins then.
Okay, you go
in
Minnie.
The Australian kit. Let's see what happens. Motorbike's pulled off.
By Hazel. Lily.
Erin looks like she is wanting to be on Lily's wheel. That's who she's decided she wants to know all about. Hazel launches things first. We're 3-4 wide as we go through the corner. So Hazel Gardner gets a sprint underway from Erin, from Lily Cameron. Minnie Collins in position 4. So Hazel's got a little bit of a gap at the moment. She comes around to the bell. But that's Erin just, I think, setting herself up something to run at, which she does nicely coming into the corner. So Erin's pushed over the top, leading at the moment. Here comes Lily Cameron on the outside. That's where the bets were going. She's going to have too much speed. She's going to come through in 1. Minnie Collins. Oh, I'm not going to call second. That's too close.
No, that was too close, absolutely.
Okay, so let's pick up Emily. In green, she's been able to go from third wheel on Erin. Erin makes a nice pass, probably thought it was good, and then off her hip, Lily just rolls around, surging through to the line to get that clean win.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got a photographer apologising. He doesn't need to apologise. He is volunteering here filming. We are incredibly grateful. So we'll wait for the commissaires to call that fully. They'll just be looking closely at that second place.
Yeah, what a ride by Lily, just holding back and just going at the right time, following the right wheels.
Yep, so I said she was going to be strong and fast today, but I said maybe, hasn't done as much tactically. Showed, what do I know, she rode that tactically very smart. Minnie Collins has been given the second, just over Erin Green, running through.
So the first 2 qualify. Lily Cameron, Minnie Collins.
Okay, so that ends that round of Kieran's, and we're now going to get some of the para competitors doing individual pursuits. Time-wise, we're doing pretty good. We're meant to be about 10 past 11, and we are pretty well on time.
I left my times down in the middle from yesterday for their time trials. So it would have been
they would have been useful.
Yeah, very useful to see if they beat their time today.
Oh, no, different. So they did kilos yesterday. We're going to do full 4K pursuits today by the looks.
They had those yesterday as well.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. They were first up in the morning.
Oh, in the morning, that's right. So Nicole Murray is going to be up first. Cycling New Zealand Mechanics, just getting her bike set in the gate. Helped out by Craig Roger.
You'll see the double discs there on the bike as well.
He's got those replays down pat, and then the cameraman comes and apologises for not quite having them on the finish line, and we can't see it. It's just some area. So no, they're doing a great job.
The motorbike work alright?
It bounces around a whole lot.
Yeah.
As I think you saw. So yeah, so it's but it's sort of an interesting thing to mix it up. I think.
Yeah. Does it focus okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you had a motorbike on for about a lap each time.
Sorry, we're just talking about the new piece of kit that we played with today. So Nicole Murray, normally on a day like this, she would be out racing Te Awamutu C grade. Strong endurance rider.
Yes, and you would have raced with her many a times in the C grade.
Yep.
Simon.
And even when it ends up in sort of handicap land, we end up in the same bunch together.
And they don't make it easy for you on the road either.
No.
So it's only a 15-second countdown for the riders. Normally it's longer. I actually don't know what it is in a championship, like a nationals or...
I think nationals they do 30, and you're right, if it's things like worlds and stuff, it's a full 50 seconds, I think, for that, isn't it? Yeah, and then they get a beep at 30 and so on.
It's a clean start too by Nicole as she winds up. So Nicole leaves next week to the Commonwealth Games.
At the Commonwealth Games in a few weeks. This is all part of her preparation. They leave, I think, Saturday. Well, this coming Saturday. For the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow.
So Nicole, opening lap 24.
Brendan Cameron standing in corner 1, just qualling up. As I mentioned, it's all part of preparation. The last pit out before they head away from Cambridge, heading over to the warm weather.
I think it was 8.2, 18.2 seconds for that lap for Nicole. So this is over 16 laps. She's strong, looking like she's 8.7 that time from her coach Brendan Cameron.
I must say, Simon, that, you know, the para riders doing 4K, and, you know, you get the elite riders doing 4K, and then as you get older, it comes down, but they still do the 4K, and it's a very tough ride.
Yeah, it's all become very standardised, because again, a few years ago the women used to do less than the men, didn't they?
Yes,
but then
they did.
deemed
Yes.
it wasn't enough of an endurance event, so it's all been standardised. Para, men, women, everyone does 4K these days. It's an 18.5 second lap for Nicole. She's sitting on that sort of rhythm quite tidily. Now at the end of the day, there can always be a slight variance on the coach's call. But Brendan Cameron's one of the best. He's been doing this since he was a young man. He was a great pursuiter.
Got to get rid of the scoreboard.
Another 18.5.
Got the scoreboard there during the race. There was a couple of races back. You've got to make sure that you see on there and on there, isn't that right? That's over there, we're in trouble. So that's through the whole race.
So she's on a very solid program of 18.5. I think that's what the coaches are wanting to see.
And she's holding that very well.
She rides beautiful lines around the corners, that's for sure.
Yep, that shows you the experience and how long she's been riding the track.
18.4 that time. So she's just past the halfway mark now. So Joys of a Quiet Stadium, able to call out to her coach Brendan Cameron. Is 18.5 the plan? He said yes it is. So she rolled an 18.4 then, so he'll be very happy. And it's a real skill to sit exactly on the time. Look, Russell, something I've never done. I could see it be something more of your forte, a pursuit.
Yes, it has been in the past, Simon. It's, yeah, if you can sit on that time and just stay on that time, you're doing very, very well, you know. You can change laps 2 seconds. It could be 0.5 of a second. It could be 0.2 of a second. But she slowed a little bit there to 8.8, but I don't think they'll be too concerned. It just gets harder as you go along. So mine mainly been 3K. I did 4K back in my younger days. That was too tough for me. But with 3K to go, with 3K IP, yeah, the last 4 laps can be very hard. So imagine here, it'll be starting to feel it a bit for Nicole now, if she can just keep that rhythm.
But she did pull back from 18.8 to 18.6. Brendan gave her a little bit of extra encouragement as she went past when he gave her that call. So she's just drifting off a fraction. He's trying to get her to come back up.
You can just see on her face there's a bit of pain in there. So
that lactate is building. She's coming to get the lap this time. She's only got 250 metres to go. So Brendan gives her the final encouragement. She's still riding great lines on every corner. It's so easy to think you're on the black and be sitting above it, giving a few metres away, but she is right on that black line on the corner. Great skills. Just over the 5 minute mark from a dead start, average speed of just under 47.5 k an hour, so she's probably rolled most of that close on 50. Great effort by her.
yeah, absolutely. And when you're in the watching live, you just don't realise how fast the riders are riding. You know, it doesn't look that speed, but
Until they put it up at the end and you realise that, yeah, it's been a good effort. So Nicole is our first pursuiter. Now, one of our para pursuiters was having fun playing shoulder bargee with one of our sprinters yesterday till it wasn't fun.
yes, and I missed that. that crash actually, Simon?
They were good mates. Both know they've got lots of skills. I was talking them up. They were literally coming in, shoulder bouncing off each other and everything until unfortunately it went wrong. And I believe it was a reasonably expensive crash. I believe one has a disc going in the bin and the other one has a 5-spoke going in the bin.
Oh, no.
More chance of repairing a 5-spoke than a disc, because what I understand, the disc, it's not a hole on the outside that you can get repaired and use as a training one. It very much went on the inside. Okay, in the gate now, we've got Ewan Rodway doing everything. We saw him doing the Kieran just before.
Yes, he rode all the races yesterday as well.
So here you go. He is doing 3K, so after we talked around everyone doing 4.
Yes.
So he's doing it on the sprint bars.
That's interesting. I did thought it was 4K for all the time, but maybe just this weekend they're putting it to a 3 to see how they go. I'm not sure on
And
that
then we've
actually.
got young Leo Piper that we saw doing a K yesterday. So he's obviously a young para
Gonna
athlete,
do it again.
under 17. So he's got a 2K pursuit today. And then we'll see tandems out there.
So you and I would think would be trying to beat his time of yesterday. I don't have that time in front of me. I'm just wondering, Simon, if Ewan is new to cycling. You see, he hasn't got any bars on,
Yep.
but maybe his impairment has something to do with his arms or something. I'm not sure.
No, I think it's actually leg-wise for him. Look, I don't know, but that was just me looking visually at. He's very, very slim in the ankle, is my loose observation, but I don't know what the situation is there exactly.
And he might be pretty new. I don't know if I've seen his name
No.
before either. So
I
still
agree.
learning.
I haven't seen him before either, but he's certainly getting involved in everything. He wouldn't have had enough time. He's just come off the Kieran, not enough time to almost change bars to go back
No,
out
that's
again
right.
and get them right.
Yeah.
I did see a bike exactly like this, which at the time I thought I was going to pick up for our house, but didn't in the end, going recently on Bike Shelf. So maybe he's grabbed it and jumped in, boots and all.
Yeah, maybe. Absolutely.
Ewan will get 6 to go when he comes around halfway through the journey.
So halfway through, he comes around with 6 to go.
You'll know, you'll see the board right halfway through.
So he's working hard.
Hold on, look.
It's a lot of time out there in the wind by yourself.
Looks like he's just slowing a little bit now. He did a 20.01 that last lap. So it's a bit of a juggling act when you're doing a 3K individual pursuit. You've got to decide whether you go out hard to start with, and obviously you're going to fade in the final 4 laps probably, and then otherwise you just take it easy to start with. You float that second lap and try and get in a rhythm that's quite quick, but not 100%, just so you can save yourself just for those last 4, because that's where it seems to hurt the most.
Oh, and as you say, that's why we're talking with that right earlier. It's that whole thing about trying to delay that lactate accumulation for as long as possible.
And the only way you can find out is by training that as well. So, you just don't go soft in training. You've got to train for those races. And you don't know unless you try in training. And even on the roads, the same point as well.
Got to find where that threshold is. So he comes around, not quite at the bell yet. Might be next time, I think. We unfortunately can't see the lap board from where we're sitting. The one you can see on the screen is for the bunch races, so ignore it for these ones.
Get the bell this time.
There's the bell this lap when he comes around.
Having ridden these, it's not easy these last few laps.
So he's just got to push through. His body is telling him to stop. Luckily the chain's connected, keeps the legs ticking over.
And also being a fixed wheel, you can't stop pedalling.
Half a lap to go for Ewan.
You can tell he's still trying though. You can see his determination. He's pushing. You can see that upper
Absolutely.
body bounce as he's trying to get his legs ticking over. Comes through to the line, stops the clock now. 4:16.6.
42 average speed, just over.
Yep, so from a dead start again, without the aero bars, good effort.
Absolutely.
Someone who's newer to track cycling.
Follow the front straight, and I'll follow the back straight. And you can just switch between the two.
Next up, we'll have two riders on the track. Lindsay File on the front straight and Thomas Sabo.
So Lindsay's another one who normally would be racing Te Aomuru C grade today.
Lindsay's well known here in the region. He's always at the track racing, always at road riding for the TA club when he can. He rides in C too, does he?
He does.
Yes.
How old is Lindsay now?
I don't know. I think it'd be in his 50s still, I think.
Yeah, because I think you've got a similar age to me or us.
Yep.
So yeah, so let's say, Lindsay, we've decided you've had at least 5 decades.
Yep. Hopefully we're right. Or if he's had 6, he'll be really impressed.
Looking good for his
yeah,
age.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, as you say, he loves his racing. He's always getting out there doing it. Thomas Sesbo, the reverse, young teenager. Seen him really progress.
Yeah, he's from the Morrisville Club. I think he's been riding now probably 2 years, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and seen some really good progress. Who's that coach on the backside there who helps the development? Para. Can you remember what his name is?
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm terrible with names, Simon.
I shouldn't have put you on the spot there, Murray. Sorry, Russell. Yeah, no, I'm guilty of it as well.
Yeah.
It's a mission. It's easy when they're written down.
Absolutely. So obviously both riders here will be looking for a good start out of the gate. I don't think I've seen Lindsay ride a 3K individual pursuit.
Oh, knowing Lindsay, he'd probably be going, he'd prefer it if it was 4. He always likes everything to be that little bit longer.
He does. He likes the punishment, I think.
Okay, so we're starting with Thomas from Morrinsville in the back straight. Gets away from the gate cleanly.
Lindsay in the front gets a clean start as well.
So some big investments been made there for him in the last year or so. Moving on to carbon fibre bike and wheels as well. You know, he showed the interest and commitment for a while. Following Lindsay now. He purchased this bike for himself a few years ago. Comes around, finishing his first lap. See him get down on his aero bars.
So what you see there with Lindsay, he starts off slower than Thomas. So Lindsay will work into it.
But this becomes a speed of youth thing. When you teen something, every year you get stronger and faster. And as we get to our latter years, not every year, but certainly every decade, no matter what you do, you get slower.
And it's the recovery as well.
So they're both riding good lines out there. Focusing on Lindsay at the moment as he comes around the corner into the start-finish straight. Thomas fractionally in front at the moment, but nothing in it. It's going to end up being a good even race.
It will be, absolutely. Thomas slightly might be pulling away just slowly there, but can he keep that up? That's the question as well. So I think I just heard Lindsay is a 9.5, so it might be 19.5 that last lap.
And possibly a little bit faster. No, certainly given that hold thing, don't push it too much more than what you're doing.
Yeah, Lindsay ran around 19.5 second laps. It was a 19.7 the last one. Thomas will be the same.
Yeah, must be doing very similar times because they're so close to each other.
I think Lindsay pulled it back slightly there. He might be just slowly picking up.
So they've got 5.5 laps to go at this point. Fractions of a second in it. It's a race where you're more riding their own race, but from an entertainment perspective, we didn't put bets down there though, Russell.
Yeah, absolutely, and you'll see there Lindsay is ahead now. So Thomas obviously may have started just slightly too quick. Then starting to tire. Can he come back? Not sure.
Yep, and that's where, as you say, he's young, got to work out what he can do, whereas Lindsay has rocked so many of these before.
Absolutely. You can see Thomas there just tiring, just sort of over the bike there, just starting to move a little bit.
Give them some encouragement, folks.
Both riders that will be hurting their legs at this point.
Yep, and we can see it in the sense Lindsay's just gone over the 20-second mark now. It looks like he's really pushing.
Certainly does. He's trying to get over that gear.
So Lindsay's coming around to get 500 metres to go. Just trying to pick up a little bit more in this last lap.
Yeah, I think Lindsay has picked it up a little bit there now.
Thomas, lap and a half to go. So that's Thomas we're following at the moment. Now back across to Lindsay. Both obviously kits have got a bit of shade of green in there.
So Lindsay, the last lap was 20.01, so he's around that 22nd.
So Lindsay's going to come through. Lindsay completes his ride. Thomas, he's going to come around on the back straight to complete his ride. So 4:05.5 seconds for Lindsay, 4:12 flat virtually for Thomas. Good ride, gentlemen.
Yep, good ride. Oh, I don't know if Thomas was happy there. I saw him shaking his head as he went past.
I don't think the track's running super far. Oh, it can't be. I'm sitting here with a big, thick sweatshirt on, even
Which
though
he
you're
is.
in a t-shirt.
I'm in a t-shirt.
But yeah, so it's not super warm in here. So Leo Piper, I wasn't sure when he just had a kilo on yesterday, but now I've got a bit more. So he's under 17. So he's going to be going for his 2K pursuit.
Be looking for a good start here out of the gate as well. Which he does.
Strong start away. Is that a Cambridge High skin suit?
It looks like it.
So it might be a local rider here. I haven't come across Leo before this weekend, but we saw him racing yesterday. I think that is a Cambridge skin suit. It looks so much like it.
Just the armbands look a bit different, don't they?
Yes, like a slightly newer version versus all the older versions.
So he's got a good aero position there. Tucked down.
Reasonable for start lap 2, just over the 22-second mark. So he's not running the disc wheels and bits and pieces that we've just been seeing. So younger, under 17, not allowed them.
He actually had a 22-second start somewhere around there in the kilo yesterday that he did as well. So I'm just wondering if he's slightly gone out too fast, but being 2K and young.
Yeah, it's very much the unknown, you're right. Will it be on these sort of 18-second marks all the way to the kilo and then... Thank you. I'll steal a muesli bar-y thing. Russell, do you want something?
Thank you.
Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Cycling New Zealand, giving us a coffee to keep going. Did you get a coffee order in?
No.
You're lucky.
I'm one of these ones.
You're not addicted.
I'm a rare person that I don't actually drink hot drinks or coffee.
Think of the money saved. Not even having to boil the jug, Russell. That's like a whole power saving as well.
It is, but my wife loves them and my daughter does, so we've actually got a coffee machine. And, you know, you buy a coffee machine.
Well, she's a banker, you know. Bankers drink coffee. It's just the way it is.
It is, and you buy a coffee machine, you don't realise the work that's behind a coffee machine, like the cleaning and all the filters you got to buy, everything like that. They spent 2 or 3 hours last weekend doing a big clean.
Well, the big thing you said is they did the cleaning, not you, Russell, so that's okay.
That's right.
Okay, Leo is pushing through nicely. We can't see the lap board exactly on this side, but you can see the distance up in the corner. So he's got a lap and a half to go at this point. He's stayed pretty strong. He's done well.
Yes, he has, but he looks like now, you know, this last lap he is feeling it. You can see it.
But I think he's still got a call from Elise at 18.6.
Oh,
so
that's good.
He's really, only sort of looked any sign of effort in this last lap. So good on him, good strong ride. Comes through, going to stop the clock.
Well done.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it's a 2K average speed of 45k an hour. Considering he had that first lap, that is a good effort without disc wheels and everything. So 237.6 for Leo.
I think he'll be happy with that ride.
Program says we're going to see 2 tandems, but it looks like they're only getting 1 gate and 1 tandem out. So Emma Foy, I can see her down in staging, but I know I saw Unity and her pilot from Morrinsville earlier. So I'm just not sure whether they're going to run them one at a time or quite what they're doing, or whether something's not happened in warm-up today, unfortunately, or a mechanical of some sort.
Or maybe yesterday was just enough and just having a rest today.
Yeah. I thought I saw them, no, I'm sure I saw them here warming up earlier on. I stand to be corrected, maybe I'm Alzheimer's.
It takes them a little bit just to set the bike up into the
Yes,
holder.
we've got perfect marks on the track to tell us where to put it for a single bike, but when you get to the tandem, it all gets a little bit trickier. So Cycling New Zealand mechanic and para coach, both there, as well as Craig from the velodrome, getting it all just right. Because obviously with the longer bike leverage, it's got to be held properly.
So 1,000 metres, so this will go fairly quick with 2 riders on the bike.
It'll be just that challenge getting it up to speed in that first lap. I forget who Emma's pilot is, because she's not on the program here. She's on the program yesterday. I remember thinking she does a great job running the lines. Now you see like Dan Gardner runs so much here on the individual bike and then challenged to hold the line in the tandem. It's a whole different ball game.
It's not Jesse Hodges, is it?
I think that might be right.
Yeah.
Yep. So, strong, straight start. Classic sprinter technique. At the end of the day, this is a kilo. I reckon they'll probably go close to this minute mark. I get it's a bigger unit to get going initially.
They're looking pretty quick at the moment.
Come through. First lap, just under 22 seconds. It's what can they do from here? Can they go below the 15-second mark as a tandem? So they are just breaking that 15-second mark.
And that is quick. Don't look like they're tiring at this stage.
So as they get the bell, pushing again right on that 15-second mark. So apart from what they've lost at the start, they're riding this at 60k an hour at least. Flying through the last corner, coming to the line to finish their ride. So essentially 3 laps at 60k an hour once they were up to speed. Obviously you've got the air advantage on the tandem, but that's a great effort by the ladies. Hopefully that is where they want to be going into Commonwealth Games in a few weeks' time. Oh yeah, here we go. So Unity Collins is there. They are just doing them one at a time.
They are too, yep.
The good news is it means I didn't have Alzheimer's, Russell.
That's good to know.
I was worried that
Simon.
but I seen something yesterday and got confused with today.
I understand that the riders that are going to the Commonwealth Games leaves next Saturday, or Saturday coming up.
Yeah, so they must be running obviously a slightly different plan. Para riders continuing to train here. I'm not sure. I actually don't know that for the Commonwealth Games whether both events are mixed in, or as in the
true.
para and the full-bodied athletes, or whether it's the bit where they run the full-bodied athletes one week and then the para a week later.
Yeah, that's right.
For Com Games, I'm not familiar with what the Commonwealth Games program is.
It's interesting. I just missed that. I'll be over there in Scotland at the end of August.
Probably saves you a lot on accommodation versus being there in the middle of the games.
Absolutely, but they have the military tattoo on at the same time as we're over there.
Is that the reason to sort of make the trip timed in with that? Is that something you guys are going to be going to?
No, it wasn't. It was just so happened it was there, so we may go and have a watch and have a look. We'll just play it by ear, I think.
Yep.
We're hiring a car for 4 days and
lots of beautiful
driving around
different
and
scenery to go and check out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So meanwhile, you can see Unity Collins getting into her bike. Going to help her get into the pedals.
So the power riders must have very good trust in their pilots. It must take a little while to gain that trust, especially if you're a new pilot.
And I know from previous years when I've ridden tandems on the road, as I say, when you get that combination going, it's great. But just getting away from a start, and we were never talking about being held in a gate or anything like this. This was a road tandem. So I get this challenge of getting out of the gate, because it was always a challenge even just as you were rolling and you've got the safety of the bike moving. Being able to get out of the seat in a combination to go up a hill always took a bit of coordination. So hats off to all these teams. It's a great effort to get out of the start gate.
Absolutely. And I think if you were a back rider, you'd want to try and steer the bike as well. Must take a little bit to get used to that.
Yeah, just naturally just having to trust and not try and overlean the wrong way.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're away.
And they're away. Good effort, ladies. You can see that challenge out. You can see how the coach just stays by them just to make sure. No, Unity's young. She'll get better and stronger, and it'll all get easier, and she'll one day look like the elite New Zealand team. So the ladies building up to speed now. Coming through, completing their first lap.
I see they're both in the Morrinsville kit, so they must belong to the Morrinsville Cycling Club.
Yeah, they seem to have done something really good out there in terms of coming in behind a number of para riders, because Thomas is obviously based there as well.
Absolutely.
And there's another tandem combination who's been supporting sight impaired rider as well.
And on the road they do have some hand cycle riders as well,
okay.
that race.
So they get the bell. They've got one lap to go. Pushing for this last 100 metres. What will they stop the clock at? So 125.7. Not familiar with their pastimes, unfortunately, to be able to, as much as I've seen them do a lot, haven't written it down. So next up, final tandem, we've got Kieran Andrew. And then
be the means, is it?
We must be into repechage for the Kierans, maybe. Kieran Heats. Yeah, because these are the tandems.
Yep.
Okay, so we're running well ahead of program. So in theory,
okay.
Okay, so just we've had a timing change. So because this session is running so far ahead of time, we've just been advised that the afternoon session is going to start at 2 o'clock now and not 2:30. So the afternoon session is going to start. Actually, in my program it said warm up at 2:30, so we'll try and find out whether that is racing at 2 and come back to you.
I'll try and be back for the next race, but
I'll ring Steph.
So Simon will do some detective work. So up here is Kyron Andrews. So Kyron Andrews is up here for a 4-lap, 1,000 metre time trial. So Paul Johnson is the pilot for Kieran. And they'll be looking for a clean start out of the gate. Yep, they have. Nice clean start.
You can see that challenge and that control of getting the power down but trying to stay balanced at the same time. Good effort by them. Right, so the update on the program is it's been brought ahead just half an hour early. So originally warm-up was at 2, racing at 2:30. Let me get this around the right way. So now warm-up is going to be at 2 o'clock with racing at 2:30. So racing at 2:30 for the afternoon program. So these guys are in and strongly working together, pushing really hard. Let's see where they get to in the halfway mark. So 18.6 seconds. Karen been given encouragement by the coach. Another Morrinsville club member helping being pilot here. So no disc wheels and bits and pieces, but they're powering along on 19-second laps, pushing that tandem as quick as they can. Come around the final corner, coming through to finish off their effort. They're going to stop the clock at 1:25, 1:25.196.
What's up next, Simon?
Well, it says Kieran Repechage. Does it look like Kieran Repechage been getting ready, or does it look like they're getting a Madison ready?
Looks like it might be the women's medicine.
And we've got a start sheet for that. Okay, so swapping around the program. The good news is, in theory, this was meant to be at about 12 o'clock, and we are a little bit ahead of schedule.
I just hear the cameraman saying, how do you follow this? Because it can be chaos out there.
Yep, so we do the best we can to bring you pictures, but yeah, it is the one race that is better to watch live. Shout out to Dean and Lynn Pettikin, who have recently moved from just down the road from the Velodrome to Christchurch. I know they're watching the live stream. So we will do the best to get these pictures to you, Dean and Lynn, but I acknowledge, yes, it is one that is easier to watch live. So if you're ever in here live, look for the commissaire. They will point to where the front of the race is. Obviously, you're going to see in a medicine, you're in a team. The riders are going to tag in and out. It's the one that's hardest to bring you pictures of what's going on the race, because with your own eyes, you can get that wide perspective in, whereas the camera obviously can only bring you what's going on in the front. Oh, yeah, the camera girls are teed up. Oh, they have too. Okay.
I have to say, I was emceeing in the middle for yesterday's Madisons, and if you don't know the riders, it's very hard because you've got to look at the number, and if it's a black number or a red number, you normally got to be pretty quick at it.
So this women's medicine is going to be a points race. So every 10 laps, they're going to drop for sprint points. There's some good teams, little teams coming here together. Okay, so first up, actually we'll wait. Okay, so coming right into the front there in the green island top, that is going to be the Cameron girls. So on Cameron there was Emily Cameron, Lily Cameron, who we saw doing the sprint earlier, is going to be on the back straight. first time we've ever seen them race together at this level, but I suppose it's probably because the younger sisters just hit the age. So we'll interesting to see how they go.
Absolutely.
What is that white top? BM, what could BM be?
Yeah, good question. Hang on, what's on our... Simon's just off to find that number, see what that BM kit is and who's the rider. Number 6. So that's White Black Magic of Lily Keith and Nerve McKenzie in that team. Then we've got number 1, which is Stoked Cycles, Hannah Payne and Amy Free. Okay, then Team 7 NZL, so that's Eliza McKenzie and Mia Pepper. Then Team 5 is Lightspeed with Christina Scott and Layla Karakaman. And then Team 2, which is Woodersley, can I say this name? Dolcini, Emma Cotter and Charlotte Shields. So Simon there was just giving me hand signals of the team number so I could read them out. Well done to Simon.
Yep, semaphore. No smoke signals allowed. Alarm might go off. Okay, so Emily Cameron leads us away. So the White Black Magic team.
Now some of these riders will hang and sling, some of them will play tag. They'll just touch. They need to do that.
I reckon that's Lily Keast on the front at the moment.
I'll find the number, Simon, when I can see it there. So
she's
that's
on
red 6.
You can pick her because she's on that Pinarello, is the way I picked that one up. Right, now is that Team 1?
It is Team 1, 1 black, I think that one is.
Okay, so that must be Amy Free, just in behind. So we see a team change come down. Lily's going to chuck Neve into the bunch.
A nice change there by White Black Magic, Lily Keast and Neve McKenzie.
So when they go to the change, when they miss a change, the rider that's in has to stay in.
And as I say, they can either do the hand sling or just some form of touch. You can just tap the rider and that is fine, that is acceptable. It's quite a big women's field here.
Yeah, you just see when it's chaos when they are changing, so riders know they always ride around the outside of the riders, so they're looking.
I'll just run through, have we run through all the names yet? We probably haven't. So just in case you're looking, is somebody you know in here, we've got Stoke Cycles, Hannah Payne, Amy Free. I've got no idea what Team 2 is actually wearing. They're like a pinky tops. That's Emma Cotter and Charlotte Shields. The CMC team is Hazel Johnson, Annabelle Judd. Fixie Chicks, what is Team 4 wearing? Lucia Boys and Break Casey. Lucia I should be able to pick out. Where is Lucia Boys? Oh, okay. There in that pinky top.
Yep.
Lightspeed top, Christina Scott and Layla Crackman. Meanwhile, we've got a move happening off the front. White Black Magic we've covered. New Zealand team, Eliza McKenzie, Mia Pepper. The Cameron girls we've covered. Kiwi Style Pink, Pippa Peacock and Caitlin Williams. What is Team 9 wearing?
Which is the boys are having a change, good change.
So Team 4 leading at the moment.
Pinky
pink
on the top.
Okay, so Pippa and Caitlin just down the back at the moment, just changing out of sight of the camera. So just 2 laps to go to the bell. So Lucia Boys and Break Casey, they're off the front. Break up there at the moment. New Zealand team just powering across to them. So it's Eliza McKenzie who's pushed onto the front now. But she is being chased by the other McKenzie, Neve McKenzie. Neve makes the pass. So Neve in the white shirt passes Eliza. So she's going to come through. New Zealand pick up second. So Neve picks up first for White Black Magic. Both teams make a change.
It's all spread out at this stage.
Yep, this is blowing things to bits. Kiwi style pink about to be lapped. Yes. So that's Lily Keast, who's out there at the moment, who's made that passing move. Maya Pepper from New Zealand just coming to pick her up now, so those two form up. So this pink team just in behind there, a lap down. We've got the Ireland team. So that's the Cameron sisters. So they're the closest to coming back into contact.
And Emily Cameron's the one in at the moment.
So you can see the points that have been given out there. So Lily happy to just stay with the others now. So Eliza McKenzie on the front at the moment. Lily Cameron, she takes the front now in the green top. She should swing up, she doesn't need to do too much.
And I see CMC coming around trying to chase those three teams in the front.
Lily swings up now, drops onto the McKenzie lineup. Neve throws Lily back into the race. Also changed for New Zealand team, Eliza throws Maya back in. So good changes with the change in pace, took a bit of work for Lily to get back in there. Sister Emily swings down on the red bike now, makes a change. Rowing sister throws cycling sister into the race. I'm sure she does other sports as well, but I only know the other sports that Lily does. Emily pushes up and over, gets herself on to Lily Keith's wheel. So 2 laps to go to the sprint. Going to get the bell again next time. So very much got these front 3 teams. Neve McKenzie thrown back into the race at the front on the white shirt. Emily Cameron's still right on her wheel. Liza McKenzie for the New Zealand team on that grey Strom bike. She's pulled right up as well. So Neve's been able to pull away from Emily. Just too much power. Emily throws Lily into the race. So Neve McKenzie for the White Black Magic team, they pick up maximum points. So this was coming into that last sprint. So you can see that pass was made, just dropping the Ireland team down into 3rd spot. So that's been the order for the first 2 sprints, those 3 teams. They've certainly moved away from the rest of the field. So I think it's Hannah Payne, who's now sort of just got lapped, but joining in with this group of 3.
They've eased off a little bit now. The others could catch up, but they're still a fair way off. So there you go, the standings so far after the 2 sprints. White Black Magic 10 points, New Zealand team 6 points, Ireland, the Cameron girls 4 points. And currently 4th position is Fixie Chicks. So there's your top 4 teams so far, with 2 more sprints to go.
So Hannah throws Amy Free in. They're doing a good job keeping in front, in contact with these 3 teams now. So Eliza McKenzie, she's on the front, swings off. Neve McKenzie in the white shirt takes over. Obviously something's happened to her fast wheel. She's got a spare wheel on now. The young Emily Lily combo. I think Lily's just come into under 19 age group, or she will be for track season this summer. And Emily therefore still must be maybe under 17 off the top of my head. So lots of changes going on there. Oh, it was
That
close.
was very close.
Anyway, everyone stayed up, luckily. Interesting, Lily choosing to ride with no glasses, which is pretty unusual. Potentially helps keep your face a little bit cooler if you don't like the sweat in your eyes in a long event. So this group of four, they're going to come round to get the bell. Thus far we've seen the New Zealand team and the team in white be the fastest. But remember, this is Lily in there this time. So Lily is a sprinter. She's going to ignore her sister and just go, I'm going straight by, trying to get some points here. So Lily Cameron, she's jumped off tactically, going after maximum points. That's worked out well. So New Zealand team, Eliza McKenzie goes, we're not going to let that happen again. She goes straight over the top. Lily was maybe hoping to catch a breather. She'll be hoping she sees Emily as quickly as possible. And the way you get your rider to you as quickly as possible to tag out is you have to ride as slow as possible to bring them to you as quickly as you can. But the New Zealand team, they've been smart. They launched an attack. So changes going on. The New Zealand team, they've gone changed. Team in the white shirts, White Black Magic, they've changed. And Emily Cameron has a bit of work to do, but she's had a long break, so hopefully she can recover after her sister did that double turn, we'll call it. So remember, double points on the last here. So White Black Magic does not have it in the bag yet.
No, they don't. Just after the third sprint there. So White Black Magic's on 12 points, followed by NZL. So they've moved up on points to them. So they're on 9. Then Ireland, board just moved. We'll let you know what Ireland is currently in third position. They're on 9 points as well. So very close to top 3.
So it's 10 and 6. So there's only a 3-point difference in at the moment. So it's anybody's race between these three teams at the front.
So the change really is going to be critical here.
So Neve McKenzie, again seeing her doing some smart tactics. She's going, I need to go early and open us up a gap. So Lily Cameron out there at the moment, spinning away in the small gear, trying to get back up to that team in white. The New Zealand team happy to follow her. So they're just out of shot at the moment, second and third. You can just see that green shirt coming in, the white shirt in front. That's what's called, what do they call themselves? White Black Magic.
Yep, they're coming on with 3 to go.
So Lily, I think, potentially spent some matches. Remember, she rode that Kieran that many of these other ladies didn't do. She got that great sprint earlier, but unfortunately, good ride by the young lady. She's going to tag his sister in shortly for the last couple of laps. Meanwhile, out in front, Lily Keast. She is comfortably out in front of that white shirt, away from the New Zealand team at the moment. They are part of the New Zealand junior track team as well.
That's Neve McKenzie actually, Simon. That's out in front there for White Black Magic.
Nah, it's not. It's Lily Keast because I know she's on the blue Pinarello.
Let's see, 6 red.
Yeah, they've got the numbers around the wrong way, but
Okay.
I know that's Lily Keast.
Simon knows the riders.
Emily manages to pass the New Zealand team just on the line, so she'll pick up second, get the 6 points. New Zealand team will get 4. So there comes Lily over the line for the White Black Magic team.
So they'll be on 22 points.
Sorry, acknowledge we end up talking a lot about just what's going on at the front of the race, acknowledging that's in the camera shot. You can see with the negatives there, the number of the other teams lost a lap or more, and that's why they're out of the camera shot. So Ireland finishing in front of New Zealand in that last sprint, they will be in silver. But White Black Magic will take the win comfortably. They'll end up on 22 points. Good race.
Yeah, absolutely. Very exciting, very quick, those three teams.
Hey, so while we've got a little gap, while we're getting the boys up, we'll run through some of these sponsors. Hey, so big thank you to Landmark Homes, who are the naming sponsor of this weekend. You know the line, don't build a home, build a landmark. So Jack heads up the Waikato Landmark Homes team. So if you're interested in building a home or a lifestyle property, come in and see him and his team, and they'll be happy to have a chat and see what they can do for you. Want to thank the Trillion Trust, Haraway Rolled Oats, Fresh Choice Leamington, and Velo Bike, all for their support this weekend.
All right, come up here is the B grade men's Madison points. So we've got Apex Insurance team of Matt Corbett and Ethan Pepper. Calder Stewart. There's actually only 5 teams on the track at the moment. 6 coming up, so we might be missing. Oh, you've got 6. So Calder Stewart will have Seth Campbell and Toby Lenartz. Track Cycling Nelson, Noah Eden, Lucas. Is it Ipolo?
I like you.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a good go. But sure.
Ipoloto, I think. Sorry if I've got the name wrong. Laser, we got Jack Madden and Sophie Maxwell. And yellow team, Eli Dimberley and Liam O'Day. They should be in the green, I would think. And Zappy Racing New Zealand, Angus Dickinson and Levi Mitchell.
But no, to confuse you, so Liam O'Day is up there in position 2, and they've got that yellow shirt on.
Oh, they have, haven't they?
So that front shirt 17 is the Zappy Racing. Laser's easy. Track Cycling Nelson's easy. Calder Stewart. That might be that green top.
Yeah, but let's see when they come round.
Oh, 12's that green
12's the green, yep. Calder Stewart in green.
So the other blue and black team out there is Team 11, Apex Insurance, which is Matt Corbett and Ethan Pepper. So the race is underway. 30 laps, 3 sprints, 1 every 10 laps. So again, such an important event, great opportunity for young riders to be able to work on these skills, get familiar, being able to think intuitively around moving up when you see a change happening in front of you, as well as doing all the racing and the hand slings. So, Zappy Racing, Levi Mitchell from Auckland, opens it up straight away. He's happy to swing off from yellow. Liam O'Day still sitting out there, no change made by them at this stage. And we saw Sophie Maxwell start off for the Laser team, so she's changed to Jack Madden at some stage. So we're seeing the Nelson team just a fraction off. So that's Lucas throwing Noah back into it now. So we've got a front group of 4. So Jack Madden throws Sophie Maxwell back into the race. Nice change by those two. Good on Sophie, giving herself a hard race coming out there with the boys here.
And in first place, Thomas Jarbo.
It's coming out.
And as mentioned, there are active times. But Thomas's factor time was 3:58.18, Lindsay's 4:05.50, and Good 4:16.6.
So a race comes through, the yellow team making a change. Liam O'Day thrown back and into the race. Those 4 teams still together. Couple of laps away from the first sprint. Yellow team's been able to open up a small gap here. You're about to come into a bit of traffic. Jack Madden's accelerating, so he can come through and do a change with Sophie. So he's got to accelerate to get up onto these 2 as they're going to come round to get the bell this time. Yellow team swings up. That leaves it for Zappy Racing. In theory, that's Levi Mitchell. I think that could be right. But spinning around the outside, he's going to come through, take maximum points. Jack Madden for the laser team this time, followed by Zappy Racing, followed by the yellow team.
And Jack's going to keep it going. About to do the change.
And with the speed in that sprint, then the yellow team missed making the change. So Liam O'Day, he's out there for another turn. So the Nelson boys just got pushed slightly off the back, picking up the minor points there. So Zappy Racing continuing to be on the front, followed by Sophie from Laser. And Liam O'Day, I'm sure he'll want to change this time after doing a double change. Eli Dibley drops down in. Boys do a hand sling, do the change. Tidily done. Big thank you to his family, Joe and Richie, who are helping with the coverage today. Really appreciate them volunteering. So, laser team makes a change. Sophie throws Jack into the thing. Again, he's got a little gap to close. 6 laps away from the second sprint. Zappy Racing, Levi Mitchell spinning away on the front as they come through to lap the green team. So it's the Calder Stewart team, they're just lapping at the moment.
Levi seems to be putting down the gauntlet each time, trying to hurt the legs of the other teams.
But it might have worked because he's thrown Liam O'Day in, and while the others swung up and thought, can we have a breather here? Liam O'Day's been able to push away for the yellow team. Jack Madden throws Sophie in. Goes up to you to do. Can you close that gap, please? I think this is Angus Dickinson, who's just out of the picture, been thrown in as well. So the team in blue there, they're a lap down. It's the Apex Insurance team. So Liam O'Day pulling on the front strolling, coming up to his teammate to make a change. Matt Corbett just in there in second. Thank you, everyone. Nice smooth change. So as they get the bell, they've got a gap. The double change just caught Laser out. And almost caught them out again. So Jack, unfortunately, not able to get up there for the sprint this time. So the yellow team comfortably going to pick up maximum points.
One more sprint to go in the B grade men's Madison.
So the yellow team have the lead position on the track as well as the lead on points now. Liam O'Day throwing back in.
So just an update on the points after that second sprint. Hang on, the board just changed on me. We have yellow on 7 points, laser on 6 points, Zippy Racing New Zealand on 5 points, and Track Cycling Nelson on 1. So they're your top 4.
So Laser at the moment, Sophie trying to get them back in the mix. She's closed the gap right up to onto Zappy Racing. So she's hit that draft. Liam O'Day has a look behind to see what's going on. So Laser come through to make a change. Is Yellow's going to make a change as well? Sophie closed that gap up. Can Jack get them back on terms? But he's got to chase Eli here.
Can Yellow keep that pace going for another 5 laps to get those double points?
So Levi Mitchell in behind, he's just been thrown in. We've talked about several times, we've seen him just be quite quick. He's just out of camera shot at the moment. You can see him coming up onto second place there. So he's going to come round and pass Jack, who looks like he is starting to tire up. 4 laps to go. Yellow team coming around, take another lap off Calder Stewart Racing as they come to do a change. Liam O'Day put back in the race, just 3 laps to go. So, Tony Mitchell, Zappy Racing, pedaling super quick. He's got Sophie on his wheel for company. They come round to make the change. Can they catch up to Liam O'Day in these last 2 laps? You can see that carrot in front of them. That's the gap between first, second and third. Yellow team's on 7, Lasers on 6, Zappy on 5. So this final sprint is everything. Sophie throws Jack back in. Has he got anything for this last lap for the Laser team? Zappy is going to make a pass on the yellow team. That's going to give them the maximum points. Jack looks like he might be able to come round as well. It's going to become super close for the second place. Yellow will take second. Zappy getting maximum points is probably going to... It'll move them to 15. Yellow will be on 11. So with that final sprint, Zappy Racing, I think, are going to take out that race.
Yeah, so that final sprint with the double points does make a difference.
Good race. Those 3 teams fought it out. Yellow looked like they had it in the bag for so long. I think it was Tony Mitchell who pushed across super quickly, handed over to his teammate, who then went through and finished off. Angus getting that final sprint in the maximum 10 points.
And Laser will be able to get back up there when Jack tagged in Sophie. Sophie put a big effort in to catch back up to the second place.
Oh, she showed some great endurance riding there. So just one race to round out the morning session, unless we get... No, we haven't got any Kieran repêchages marked on the program. When we're doing the Kierans, they're talking about having a repêchage, and they've got just Kieran final shown this afternoon, so maybe it's back to what was talked about originally.
So the A-grade men's medicine up next.
There don't look to be any sprinters here, so I don't think that there is another round this morning by the looks.
So A-grade will do 40 laps, 10K with 4 sprints. We'll see the Pista Corsa team of Jack Allen and Carter Payne. Then Open Country of Riley Crampton, Oliver Keast, Mido Q, Dunter Holton and Remy Dalton, and Green 4, Nicholas Smith and Jonah Waters. I'm just trying to see the colours. Simon's just having a little bit of lunch there. Okay, in the green will be Open Country of Riley Crampton and Oliver Keast. Which green, the lighter green or the darker green?
Okay, so the darker green is Open Country, the lighter green at the back is that one.
Okay, darker green is Open Country, lighter green is Green 4 of Nicholas Smith and Jonah Waters. And in the pink colour, Mitre Q, Hunter Dalton and Remy Dalton.
So we've lost a few out of this field. There were some very tired legs there last night. I know some have gone out to do road racing today. Some maybe have just gone, I've rented a puff. Hopefully no one's sick or anything like that. So Remy Dalton sitting on the front at the moment. So they're in the Mitre Q pinky shirts.
What team's that? That looks like one got a puncher on the back straight. Didn't even start.
I was going to say,
It might be one of the Dalton boys then actually.
that was a funny sounding gun.
Yeah, it did sound like a funny sounded gun, that's for sure. It was a tyre blowing out, I think. Yes, no, he's
Still rolling.
Still rolling.
Maybe the commissaires just fired their gun twice.
So it's Mitre
There was
Q.
one on the pip.
So that's Hunter Dalton.
Yep. So we've got
Dalton,
family
yeah.
combo. Hunter dropped out of some of the races yesterday, but he's come back to be Kieran partner for his brother today.
Support teams, this is the last event of this session.
So Remy throws the big brother. Hunter in. He lifts the tempo pretty quickly. Behind him, it's Oliver Keast on the track at the moment for the dark green open country team. So we've sort of got 3 greeny shirts there. So the light green is green 4. That's Jonah Waters about to throw Nick Smith into the race. Just in behind him, the PRV team or Pista Corsa team. So that is Jack throwing, who's he partnered with? Carter Payne in. So Carter on the front now, lifting the tempo a little bit. 5 laps away from the sprint. Carter swings up.
And racing will start at 2:30.
Yep, so it's been confirmed for this afternoon. Warm up at 2 o'clock. Racing will start at 2:30.
So you saw Hunter Dalton there doing a smart change to his brother Remy. He knew he was on the steep part of the banking. So when he could see Remy coming down and going to accelerate, you saw him make sure he accelerated to match. Right, a couple of teams wanting to make changes here.
Shortly for the first sprint. Remy Dalton racing through.
So Jack thrown into the race. Carter swings up. Jack Allen winding up. Still 2 laps away from the sprint. But you've got Hunter Dalton, previous Junior Worlds team member, a year or so older than the other boys here, showing some class, just bursting away as they get the bell to go to the sprint.
He's making that look so easy, Simon, I'll have to say.
Open country green. They're going to come through for second. Carter Payne's going to run at them pretty quickly, but he's not going to be able to get them before the line. So I'll look, it was Riley Crampton who picked up second place for them. So those front 3 teams, they're opening away from the green team and Nick Smith and Jonah Waters at this stage. Remy swings up. Riley Crampton from open country takes over. Carter thrown in the race now. He swings up, going next sprint is a number of laps away. No need to push that hard. Oh, sorry, Carter Payne with Jack Allen. I got the wrong thing for open country. It's Oliver Keast being thrown in for them. Dalton brothers change over. Hunter happy to swing up.
Just a reminder that at 2 o'clock the track will be open for warm-up and at 2:30 racing will start. That's half an hour earlier than what was originally published. And it will start with the men's Kieran finals, and then the open women's Kieran semi-final, in the mixed C1 to 5 team sprint. Then the B grade.
So 4 teams together, just ticking it away. 5 laps to go from the next sprint.
The open women's Kieran finals, and then a 1.5 kilometre wheel race. Once again, a big thank you to the main sponsor here, which is Landmark Homes. Thank you to them for their support and being able to host this Cycling New Zealand.
So Remy Dalton pushing on the front at the moment. The bunch comes around. Open country green, make a change.
Funding support for the event. Big thank you to Harroway's Oats for providing the free oats sachets over the weekend.
Nick Smith throws Jonah Waters into the race.
For providing with the shared lunch on
Carter Payne throws Jack Allen in. Remy's wound it up, 2 laps to go. Change about to happen.
some awesome prizes to give away over the weekend.
So Hunter Dalton on the front at the moment as they're coming through.
Sarah and her team for result control. Thank you to the commissaires panel and the commissaires, the white shirts. Huge thank you. It's been a big week for
So you
you.
can see how those riders doing a great change even in the midst of a sprint. Open country, launched around the outside. I think that's Riley. Good points race rider. Does a good sprint then to pass Remy to pick up maximum points.
By the open
Third place goes to Pista Corsa. So Open Country, Max, Mitre Q second. So they'll be on equal points now. Pace comes back off after that sprint, catching a breather. Understandable, without big bunches to sit in, not much draft out there.
So after halfway, the teams are all still together, so they're pretty close, really. And you'll see Open Country, they're the 8 points, so they're currently first. Mitre Q, 8 points as well, so first equal. Pista Corsa, 4 points, and Green 4 on 2 points. So still, anyone can win.
Absolutely can. 2 sprints to go, 10 laps in, the double points on the last. So with such a few teams in there, this could come down to like we saw with the women, where that double points on the last could really matter for the top teams. Jack Allen looks like he's going to try and launch a bit of a move. Got to get away from Hunter Dalton though, so that's not going to be easy. And a move made by Jonah Waters. So they're the team that were out of points at this stage in a big way, but unfortunately no room given. Jack Allen comes down to them pretty quickly. Maybe they're going to get a bit of room. Because
Yeah,
Hunter
looks
Dalton's
like they
not
might.
happy to chase them.
They've eased up a little bit.
And they have equal points. The placings will be determined by the final placings of the last sprint.
So the green team did a bit of a change there. Not a super throw.
Teams on 16 points. One gets first over the line, or second or third.
So Nick's making sure he stays up with that front three. He's the rider in green. Right, and from way back, Carter Payne comes through and hits them with a bit of speed. She's able to just drop down the inside while they were sitting around. They know the danger though, they don't give him any room. Riley Crampton straight up and onto him. Here comes Remy Dalton now, wanting to come round the outside as the others doing the change and come over the top. Remy was on fantastic form yesterday. Carter throws Jack Allen in. Remy throws his older brother in. Hunter has a look behind. He's got a small gap as they get the bell to go through. So Jack Allen closing the gap. Oliver Keast just in behind them for Open Country. But Mitre Q team, they pick up the max points there.
I'll have to say the Mitre Q team of the Daltons do time their tagging, you know, throwing in pretty absolutely right, like a lap just before the bell or something like that.
But Hunter, after doing a good sprint, looks to be sucking the deep breaths, let a gap open. Going to give his brother a bit of work to do here. So young Carter Payne on the front at the moment. He swings up. He's a couple of years older than him. But Remy showed he was on good form yesterday. Let's see if he can close this gap down. We said the last points would really matter. So Mitre Q in front by 13. Open Country currently leading on the track, but behind on points, second place in 10 points. So 3 points behind. Throws Oliver Keast into the race. So all 3 teams back together, break negated. Remy throws his brother Hunter back in again. Hunter looks like he's got hot, he's unzipped the shirt.
It's going to come down to a sprint to determine the 1 and 2, I think, I'm pretty sure.
So we've got just the 3 teams out in front, the light green team. Jonah Waters working hard, seeing if he can get back in contact. And as the pace comes off, you can see his teammate Nick Smith up there, dropping down in. So Jonah's able to throw Nick into the race, get on the back of that group. 4 laps to go. Hunter Dalton knows he's got to keep an eye from what we've seen form-wise. Riley Crampton. But Motor teams made the change. So Remy Dalton's chasing him down now. 3 laps to go. So Remy's coming at him pretty quickly. Is he going to just sit on, or looks like he is? He's happy to sit there. So Remy looks like he's going to try and go around the outside and attack as the change is made. Oliver Keese gets out of the seat to get onto Remy's wheel.
And Hunter's waiting for the change.
So Oliver Keese, can he come through and make a pass as the change is made? He can. I think that's Remy yelling at the brother. Hunter's hot, but he's not given up. He's pushing really hard. Can Hunter come by at the end? Remember that whoever wins this is going to take it. Ooh, let the commissaires call that one. I will call it the inside to Open Country, which will give them the win overall, but we'll let the commissaires confirm.
I'll agree. It looks like Open Country to me.
Yep, it looks like that was the way the cameras picked it up on that replay that you just saw. So we'll just let the judges confirm that. Good race to finish the morning session with. So we are back racing at 2:30. We will be into, program says, some Kieran finals at that point in time. Then we will have some para sprinting, and then we'll be back for mixed medicines.
In a wheel race for the final race, 1.5k.
Okay, so we've got some Kieran. That is weird. Okay, so the Open Kieran, we have a semi-final. The restricted Kieran's a straight final, so they can do the medicine later. That's what's going on. Yeah. So for the Open Kieran, we will get a semi-final and a final right at the end of this session. And I forgot, there's a wheel race right at the end of the program, which is basically a handicap race where they'll be set round. Final results: Open Country get it by 1 point over Mitre Q. Great ride by all the teams out there. Those two battled it out. Pista Corsa, good ride by them. Good seeing Jack and Carter Payne coming together. Hey, so thank you for watching. Thank you for Damien and VeloX. Thank you to those who have helped today: Russell, Skippy, Joe, Richie, helping us bring you the coverage. Racing starts again this afternoon at 2:30. So that is the program for this afternoon, and we will catch you again then. Thank you to the sponsors today: Landmark Homes, main naming sponsor. So big thank you to the Craig franchise, Jack and his team for sponsoring today. Thank you to Trillion Trust for their support and generosity. Haraway Rolled Oats, that will be giving some prize packs to riders later on that have been selected. Fresh Choice Leamington, that have provided a bundle of fresh fruit as well as lunch yesterday for all the riders and the volunteers. And Velobike make so many components, based here in Cambridge, employ quite a team of people, and they are going to be doing some support prizes later on as well. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you later on this afternoon.
Cool. Thanks, Simon.